we are going to be getting some brand new Mega Evolutions for Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, here's the thing. We don't have any official pictures just yet. I'm going to be putting a picture on the screen right now of the 26 Pokemon that are going to be receiving a new Mega Evolution right here. So as you can see, it's a pretty good mix of like generations of Pokemon. Like we have some Gen 5 Pokemon finally getting some love for Mega Evolutions, as well as Gen 6. We literally only have one Generation 5 and one Generation 6 Pokemon with Mega Evolutions, which is kind of insane, especially since Gen 6 is the gen that introduced Mega Evolution. So it's like, how in the world do we only have one Generation 6 Mega Evolution Pokemon? It just doesn't make sense to me. But apparently we're finally going to be getting some more, which is absolutely amazing. And here's the thing. We're going to be getting a Pokemon Presents in about a month and a half almost. It'll be July 22nd of this year, so it's literally, like I said, about a month and a half away. It's going to be coming around the corner, and they announced this thing early. Usually the Pokemon Company or Game Freak or Nintendo, whatever, they just kind of announce a couple days ahead of time, maybe like a week ahead of time, that there is going to be a Pokemon Presents. This time around, they announced it like 2 months ahead of time, which is not like them at all. So this has a lot of people on the fence thinking like, oh my gosh, they're going to do something big. There are people thinking that they're going to announce Generation 10. However, it's possible. I think the odds of that are pretty low. Like, I don't think that we're going to get Generation 10 announced until 2026. I'm pretty sure they're going to save that for Pokemon Day 2026, you know, because Pokemon Day is bigger than just a regular Pokemon Presents. We typically get about 2 Pokemon Presents every single year, so I don't think that we're going to get another Presents for the rest of the year. I think this one in July is probably going to be the last one until February of 2026, which is Pokemon Day. Every single Pokemon Day, they host a Pokemon Presents where they usually announce new games. Like, that's usually where they announce the brand new titles and everything like that. They announced Legends ZA back last year on Pokemon Day, which is crazy. But with this Pokemon Presents, we're going to be getting another Legends ZA trailer. And now I think they're going to drop all the Mega Evolutions in this trailer. I really do think that this will be the time we get to see all of the new Mega Evolutions officially with their official designs in the game with actual gameplay, which I think it's probably going to be like a 5-minute trailer. If I had to guess, because it's a Pokemon Presents, I think it's going to be a bigger trailer, especially since, you know, we've had a couple little small trailers here and there that drop, you know, some new information. I feel like it hasn't been anything incredibly insane yet. Definitely some really cool things like the Royale mode and everything like that. Obviously some, you know, new people. We just recently got the cover art as well of the game, which is pretty cool. It looks like we have Emma coming back. That's on the cover right there. There's no new Pokemon though, but there are a couple Mega Evolved Pokemon in this picture itself. I'm hyped that we're getting some Mega Evolutions for the starters of Legends ZA, as well as the Generation 6 starters. Like, the Gen 6 starters needed a Mega Evolution. I cannot believe we didn't get those in Pokemon X and Y. I think that was a must-have in that game. Now, X and Y did introduce a ton to Pokemon. The first ever Battle Evolution, you know, gimmick with Mega Evolution. We had a new type, we had a new Evolution. The new type was Fairy type, by the way. New Evolution, which was Sylveon, and it was like the first like real true 3D Pokemon game. Like, those games were pretty big, and I feel like a lot of people overlook that, like how many things were in Pokemon X and Y. I do think we needed the Gen 6 starters to get some Mega Evolutions though. If you're brand new to the channel, you don't mind leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those post notifications to help reach my goal of 30,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Any support goes such a long way. I also have a second channel, which I post some extra bonus footage, some clips and everything like that, so go check it out. Link to that is in the description, as well as my Patreon. Obviously no pressure at all to join the Patreon, but if you want to further support the channel just a little bit, link to that is in the description as well. All right, back to the rest of the video. I don't know why Game Freak or Pokemon whatever have not announced the Mega Evolutions just yet. My theory is probably just because they're just saving the hype, you know what I'm saying? Like, they announced the game over a year ago for Pokemon Day, Pokemon Presents in 2024, which was super hype. Like, that was awesome to get the announcement of that game. And then we didn't get a trailer the entire year. We went an entire year, 365 days, I'm pretty sure it was, without a new trailer for the game. And then we got some, you know, first gameplay footage, then we got the starter Pokemon, and then the Battle Royale type stuff, the Battle Royale game mode, obviously the introduction to some new characters, and then we also have AZ coming back, Eternal Flower Floette coming back. So like, they have been dropping some pretty cool things within this game. And then of course, moving on a little bit, the Switch 2 just launched, and now this game is going to be released on the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. And if it runs like Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2, I think we're going to be looking good for this game. Like, Scarlet and Violet play really well on the Switch 2. It's really cool. So I'm hoping that that same performance is on the Switch 2 for Legends ZA, which I'm sure it's going to be as well. well. And I'm also hoping that it runs better than Scarlet and Violet did on the Switch 1. I also think it will. I don't think it's going to run like the Switch 2 though. Of course, I mean, that just makes logical sense. However, I just hope that they fix all the little lag and bugs within the game on the original Switch, because a lot of people will be buying this on the Switch 1. So of course they have to produce some hype for that. And then moving on, so now that the Switch 2 is out, and by the time this Pokemon Presents comes out, the Switch 2 will have been out for about almost 2 months. Not quite, but almost 2 months. They're going to want to try to push people to buy this game on the Switch 2, because I think, first of all, I'm pretty sure this game is going to be $70 on the Switch 2 and then $60 on the Switch 1, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously they're going to try to want to get more people to buy the Switch 2 version for $10 more so they can make some more money off of it. As well as that, they're going to want people to enjoy this game on the Switch 2 so they can sell more Switch 2 consoles. Mega Evolution is widely known as the best evolution gimmick. I know some people disagree, but like as a whole, like a majority of people like Mega Evolution better than they do, you know, with Terastallization or like Gigantamax or something like that. So I think Game Freak and the Pokemon Company know that. We're also going to be getting a trading card set based on some new Mega Evolutions, which is going to be really cool. So obviously they're going to make a boatload of money with the Pokemon card set, which I hope I can buy some of those, because I still have never found any prismatic packs. I've only seen some of the newer packs like once or twice. It's hard to find Pokemon cards, and I would love to get some of the Legend ZA set, whatever it's going to be called. Those cards will probably go crazy. Let me know, do you guys collect Pokemon cards? I am a casual collector. If I find a pack in the stores, you know, I'll probably buy one every now and then. I typically just buy, you know, a card online that I really like out of a set that I'll know I'll enjoy, and hopefully not for too much money, you know what I'm saying? I do have a budget over here, but yeah, do you guys collect Pokemon cards? Let me know. But because Game Freak, Pokemon, and Nintendo know that people love Mega Evolutions, I think that they know that because the Switch 2 is going to be running Legend Z at a higher frame rate, you know, better performance, it's going to be smoother, and they know people are going to be wanting to see all of these new Mega Evolutions on the Switch 2 because it's bigger and better. So I think it's going to get a lot of people to buy a Switch 2, especially since this game is coming out in October. So it's like, realistically, by the time, you know, the Switch 2 released was only a couple of days ago, all the way up until October 16th, a lot of people will be having a Switch 2, and then as well as that, a lot of people will be getting a Switch 2 because of this game right here. So I think that's the real reason why we haven't seen any brand new Mega Evolutions officially revealed yet. All of these Mega Evolutions are leaked from pretty reputable leakers though, so it's safe to say that they're most likely going to actually happen. And at the end of the day, a lot of the designs that we currently think we're going to get, or even some of these Pokemon, may not even happen, or these Mega Evolutions may change. You know what I'm saying? This game is still in development, which essentially means like stuff is subject to change. Nothing is official until we get the next trailer, which, like I said, I really do think it's going to happen in July, where we're going to get the official announcements of all the Mega Evolutions and everything like that. So that's going to be super hype. I cannot wait to see. I do kind of hope that this list stays, because I actually think this is a pretty solid list. And a lot of people don't like some of these Pokemon, which is like, you know, I don't love all of these Pokemon on the list, but like Mega Dragonite is awesome. I do wish we had Mega Flygon though. How come we are not getting Mega Flygon? Everyone has wanted this literally since Mega Evolutions came out. We need Mega Flygon. Everyone comment down below, we want Mega Flygon. I don't know, man, it has to happen. Maybe in the future, you know, I don't even know if we're ever going to get Mega Evolutions in a game again. Like, will we ever get new Mega Evolutions? Probably, but it's probably not going to be anytime soon. Like, this is probably the last game where we're going to get new Mega Evolutions for a long time, unless Pokemon Generation 10 changes everything, and like maybe we're going to get every battle evolution gimmick within Generation 10, which I had an early on theory about, like how maybe every little island that this game is going to have could have a different battle evolution gimmick, like, you know, one island for Mega Evolution, one island for Terastallization, so on, whatever. That'd be really cool, and if they did do that, I could see us getting a couple of new Mega Evolutions for that game, maybe like 5 or something, but I don't know. For the time being, I don't really see us getting many more Mega Evolutions in a future game, maybe like another 10 years or something like that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're going to see the new Mega Evolutions within this next trailer? And do you think that the current list that we have of the Mega Evolutions is legit? Like, do you think that these are going to be the Pokemon that we will be getting that new Mega Evolution of? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are a real one watching this far in the video, comment down below #brown just to confuse the people that aren't watching this far in the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss my live streams, new Pokemon leaks or updates, or just fun videos like this one. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Someone